Hello everyone, it's Stephanie from G Rose Exploration. I'm just in a hotel in Grand Prairie. I'm just on a work trip right now with Allison here. Sadly, we do also work together as well. We live together. It is horrible.
At times, sometimes we get along.
Right? So, we're just sitting in a room, about to crawl into bed after eating our good old chow.
It's taco time depending what's butter. It's good.
Yes. And we just heard like a moo sound, and we're like,
we both stopped what we were doing. We weren't eating yet. Food was on the way, but we both stopped what we were doing, and we both like looked at each other, looked over in the direction we thought it was going.
Yeah, which was we thought the door.
And we're like, did you hear that? And it's like it sounded like a cow, right? And
yeah.
It was like, yeah. So we decided to do a couple of things.
So we decided that we're going to just for all fun film a bit of a ghost video here, and just do a EVP and a stone section. We already did a little bit of stoning.
That doesn't sound right.
With
if you want me to hold it, like,
with a little bit of stone.
I can just hold it up.
Oh, I can't deprive you of your food. So we did do a little bit of the stone, the dowsing, and it was doing a lot. It was
very strong reactions.
It was very active.
Let me hold it. My God.
Okay. No.
There.
So,
okay.
Yes, we're just busy playing with stone and it's just going nuts here.
Like, even the chain was, like, moving around. It was, like, going like this.
Yeah.
While she was holding it, while it was turning in a circle, answering a couple of her questions.
So we're going to do the stone again. See if we can ask the same question, see if it has the same effect. So it's actually on camera.
Just so you guys know.
And then we'll get the GhostTube out, and then we can ask a few questions there.
If you want, you can use my phone for that.
My phone's right here.
I know, but mine has the pro version.
So does mine.
Oh, I didn't. Okay.
You have the pro version to the spirit box. I have the pro version to the GhostTube.
Oh, okay. We can do a little bit of spirit box, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Cool.
Can you see it on the camera?
Let me just move over just slightly.
You want me to turn the lamp off, see if that's affecting it? Cause
no, it's fine where it was.
Yeah, I'm going to turn the lamp off though.
Yeah, that is pretty bright. Yeah, that works a whole lot better.
Yeah, because it seemed like because the camera was trying to catch both lights to filter through.
Yep. Anyway.
So, you can see?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just having it over here so you can kind of see which way it's going.
Yeah. So, first question is... I shook it though. That time I shook it. Have to readjust. There we go.
Here, I'll back up just slightly so you can see it.
Okay. So, our question is, has anyone passed away here?
Was it on this floor?
Stop.
Was it two rooms? Oh.
You're going to stop first. Okay.
Was it 2 rooms over?
The thing is, now I'm saying no.
Oh yeah, because I didn't specify which rooms.
Stop.
Sorry.
Was it room 324?
Was it a... do you want to say stop real quick?
Yeah, stop.
Was it a person who we heard before? Like, that sound that we heard before?
Was that sound connected to that person?
No. Oh. Like, it wasn't necessarily the same answer that we got before, because we did specify, or we did say that that person, was it from an animal, or did we ask if it was from an animal?
We asked for if it was from an animal, and it also said no. And we asked for what it, like, was it
A
a
person.
person, and said no. We didn't ask if it was a demon. I don't feel like playing with that today.
I want to know. Can we just see if it's a demon?
I'd rather not, because we have to sleep tonight. I'd rather not watch you get drug out the hotel room and down the hallway, down the stairs. Well, my camera's not running.
I know, but that'd make good content, and I'm actually curious on what that sound was.
Well, my camera's not running.
Why?
Because. Fine.
Thank you.
Sadist.
Yes?
Was that mooing sound or a moaning sound from a demon? No.
Also a no. What was that from? That was like loud as heck.
Was it someone's phone? That's bull.
But how was it so loud? Like it was like right here, if not right there. How is that? How?
Stop. Are you lying to me?
Are you having fun with us? Are you trying to trick us?
No response.
Oh. It's definitely trying. Oh. No. Yes. No. I don't trust you now, Stone. Might be trying to trick us.
Well, whoever is connected to right now.
It's Loki.
Like a inverse of a energy on my arm here.
Oh. It'd be Loki. Was it a Norse god? I'm not sure if you were moving it or not, but it was just like turning. As soon as I saw,
If it's Loki, I'd be like, the f are you doing here?
I'm curious now, like just for the.
I don't know, because considering if you go through the mythology of Zeus and
All
Loki
of
and all
them.
that, Loki had a few kids.
It's at the spawn.
As long as
Anyway,
it doesn't say Zeus, I'm good.
anyway, getting back on track.
Getting going back on track.
Okay, we asked if someone like died.
Yeah.
A couple of rooms over.
Can you point me in the direction of where the sound were? Blah, blah, blah.
Can you point us in the direction of where the sound originated from?
Is it below us? Is it above us?
Very faint. It looks like a very faint yes.
Maybe. Is there a spirit here with us?
Did we scare them away? No. Oh, that stopped on its own. That's new.
Earlier we asked if someone jumped, and you said no. Did someone fall out of the bed and hurt themselves to the point where they sadly passed away?
No.
Stop. I asked earlier if someone slipped and fell, and you said yes.
Is that still true?
Stop. Okay. And I asked, was it a man? Is that still the case? Was it still a man?
No. Yes? No?
No.
Looks like a no.
No. Was it a female? Yes.
I wonder why it's changing its answers. Because before we asked if it was a male and it said yes. It was heavily shaking yes.
Why are you changing your answers? Are you changing because you're scared? No. Are you changing it because you want to be truthful?
Still no.
Are you changing it because you want to deceive me?
Yes. So it is playing tricks on us.
Yep. Are you demonic?
Well, that's fun.
Mm-hmm. Stop. Are
You're-
you trying to...
You know, you're a butt. Just for tricking us. That's really mean.
Right?
We just want to know.
I had goosebumps, and they
Oh.
disappear really quickly.
I'm just gonna go farther
As you can
because.
see, my hair is also standing up too.
Oh yeah, just
Yeah.
a little bit.
But it's quickly disappearing.
Also, when I like zoom in to like your skin, it turned like an orangey on the film.
Maybe because of the light.
Maybe. Wait.
Do you know that we are protected by a higher power?
Oh, it's draining more battery. Like a lot more. Oh!
Oh, you know we're protected by a higher power.
That is very fast.
Stop.
This is like so. It's already like the last rung before it dies.
Are you draining my battery?
Oh, that's just mean.
Are you not happy that we're recording?
Are you actually like angry at us by us recording? No. Are you having fun while we're recording? Like, are you trying to trick us and stuff? Like, having fun with it? No.
Are you giving me goosebumps? Are you trying to connect with me, even though you're not allowed? Are you trying to connect with Allison, even though you're not allowed? Yep. Let's try and connect both. Are you trying to connect with us because you want to connect for a peaceful conversation?
I mean, that's accurate.
Fair enough.
Are you trying to possess us?
Do you also,
That also makes sense.
do you also know that possessing us won't work?
I can't tell if that's a no. Oh, it's a no.
Stop.
That actually explains, like, kind of the headache that we had earlier. And I do say kind of.
Yeah.
My tight chest I was feeling, like, earlier in that chair and, like, on the bed. And, like, your goosebumps and
Every time
whatnot.
I'm over here, I'm fine. It's over
It's
here.
my bed.
It's right in this area.
Oh, so you let me have the demonic bed just 'cause.
Well,
Great.
it's more interesting when I watch you crawl up the wall.
I haven't done that yet. Yet.
Okay.
I like how we do that at the same time, too. Like, we just know.
Is there something in this corner? If it is, can you point to us?
Oh.
Point to it?
When I just, like, pointed over here, it, like, flashed.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely that corner.
Is there something
Wait,
in this chair?
I gotta, like...
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there something in this chair?
Yes.
Would you like me to bring up my other device so you can speak with us?
I'm gonna sit on the bed.
No. So you want to remain quiet?
Yes.
Are you because...
Are you shy? No.
Are you scared of us?
Yes.
Are you scared of me?
Yes, that's a very heavy yes.
Are you scared of her?
No. Wait, wait, bring that back up. Bring that back I want to ask something. I want to ask something, but like, just because I'm curious.
Let me just clear the energy of this.
Because you're laughing?
Oh no, I just want to clear it of any excess energy.
Okay. Are you trying to possess me to get to her? No? Is that in fact a no?
Yeah, that's back to no.
Oh.
It's scared of me. Not you.
Yeah, no, I was just curious if it was like... Do you know your place? Oh. Oh.
Are you trying to challenge us? Are you trying to challenge me? Are you challenging her?
Why me? What?
I don't know. What the fuck did you do?
I don't know. Oh, your hand is like in the middle. I don't know what I did. Did I irritate you somehow?
No.
Did...
So far, it's like, it's not giving me an answer. I want to answer. Are you...
Did I irritate you? It's because of my healthy relationship.
Are you... Might not be with me then. It may be threatened by me, but...
Is it are you just trying to get to me? Like, is it only because of me?
Are you trying to get to her because she has a healthy relationship and something really happy and good in her life that you want?
It's because I'm not with toxic people, man. It's my personal demon!
Yes. Yes. And it's and they always seem so scared of dealing with me, so I'm like, that's why I bring other people, because you know.
But it's kind of weird because like we're essentially the same person, but two different bodies. It's weird.
It's probably going. That one took on a bear. This one probably runs and pisses herself. Me? Fair enough.
to be fair, just so y'all know, we're having like a serious conversation earlier, and just she recounted on how she stood up to a bear at like what 18 was it?
18 in the Yukon.
Yeah. So like, give her props. Give her like some good vibes or whatever. Like, she stood up to a bear. Who stands up to a bear at 18? So like
a short Oompa Loompa from Charlie's the Chocolate Factory, because they don't give a shit.
But like, just give her some love for that. Like, it's awesome, my dude, that you did that. I don't know what else to say. I don't want to swear, but like, I want to so badly because of how awesome it is.
So I am going to do a GhostTube, even though it said no.
Wait.
I don't care. I want information.
Wait.
Oh yeah, hang on.
Oh, I kind of... Wait, you go first.
How many are here? Stop. So I'm going to start going like this. Stop it when I get to the number of how many are here. Demonic or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you all after her?
Wait, now I'm curious. Stop. How many? Wait, can you swing it again?
Huh?
Can you swing it again?
Oh, you want me to do the...
I want to know how many things are after... No, the demonic people. Or, like, I want to know how many demons are after me and how many normal, you know? I'm curious.
I'll do it this way. I want to push through to those who are not demonic. Please let me know how many are here. Please stop the...
Whatever that
stone.
is.
The dowsing stone.
when I hit the number of how many non-demonic and pure and happy spirits there are. You are the only ones allowed to speak right now. Please, come forward. I'm going to count once again. 1, 2.
It almost stopped at 1.
Almost stopped at 1. Is there 1?
Do you want to redo that? Like the swinging? No, I mean like the back and forth.
Just cleansing again.
Cool.
I want the answer again. Can you tell me how many non-demonic spirits are here?
Should we start from 0 this time?
0.
Well, that answered quickly. What? Oh, goosebumps!
Not only that, my hair is fully standing up on end.
Yeah, I'm trying to show, but it's kind of hard with this camera. But like, no, that's still not really helping. Like, you can kind of see the peach fuzz like up here,
Yeah.
but you can also kind of see the goosebumps. So, can you hold it up again? So, is there 5 demons coming after me right now? That explains so much. Like, in my life. That explains so much!
Are they only here, or have you followed? Please answer yes if you are just here with us now, or have you been following her this whole time? And
Wait, how? Like, I'm wondering, like...
Answer in the no position if you've been following her the whole time. Answer yes if you are only at this place wanting to attach.
It almost looked like you were moving it. Like your arm, just like the back of your arm, like right there, almost looked like you were moving it.
Maybe it twitched.
Also,
Well, this arm's barking.
right before you said that, actually, right before you started that statement, like the front of my head started hurting, and like my arm felt shaky.
Yeah, this arm right here.
This arm for me felt shaky.
Yes.
Like the camera arm, this one.
Yeah.
Felt shaky. It's my right for those of you on here.
Yeah. Okay. Try it again. Yeah. My arm's twitching a little too.
Are you the ones making us feel these things?
It's the energies I'm feeling. That's what my problem is.
Yeah, I don't know about me.
Are you making her feel things?
No. Looks like a no.
No.
Okay,
But back to my question before.
Sorry.
Have you been following her?
No.
Are you just here and being attracted to her? Yes.
I wonder why they're attracted to me.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna like lean over because like your face is covered by your hand as you do that. Yeah, that's basically what I was saying.
Okay. So
Why are they attracted? Are they just attracted to me because of the healthy relationship?
it did say yes, but considering that we could be talking to any demonics, you have to pay attention to the fact that they could be lying completely. They could be also lying the fact that they don't feel challenged towards me.
It, like, I feel like they would know, like, the entities.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna call them right now.
Yeah, well,
I feel like they know that we don't have anything in here.
I personally don't feel threat towards me. All I'm getting is any, like,
Yeah, like, right now,
energy.
I feel kind of shaky. I don't know why. I don't feel nervous or anything.
Yeah.
But the front of my head hurts, like, by my temples, like,
Yeah.
right there. And my heart still feels a bit weird, and it has for, like, every one of these videos where there's, like, something with us. And only now do I feel, like, shaky. Like, my hand feels shaky.
Well, I'm feeling it from this corner here. It makes me wonder if there's actually something in the other rooms. It did say.
Should we ask that?
It did say earlier when we asked, was it outside this room?
It said no though. Like
No,
outside.
It's outside. Like outside, straight outside our window. But when we first said outside our rooms,
That's right.
and it said yes. And when we said directly outside our room, it said no. So meaning it could have been right along here, in that room there. Actually.
Are we gonna check?
Yeah.
Yeah, cause like I kept feeling like something was gonna pop out the window.
Yeah.
You know, and that normally doesn't happen.
Like, I'm not feeling anything in the window. That's my thing. I'm just not feeling anything. I'm feeling it, like, to my left right now. So.
Wait, can you do the stone thing again?
Yeah.
Just, I have a quick question. Are you desperately trying to attach to me?
Answer the question. I demand an answer.
Well.
Stop. I'm going to ask this question. Are you a demonic spirit, or are you just an angry spirit? Are you an angry spirit? Yes.
But we asked before if it was like angry before, like if it was an angry demonic. And it also said yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It just said no to demonic.
Are you demonic? Yeah, you can even tell in the camera a little bit like I'm a bit shaky.
Yeah, I can see it here.
Yeah.
Are you outside this window? Are you in the building across the way and you're just reaching to us because we're the one asking?
Is that a no? Are you close to me?
Yes.
Are you on the bed beside me? Or like, are you on the bed at all with me?
Are you upset because she's on this bed?
No. Well, we did ask if it was angry because of like my relationship, so.
It said yes. Remember it said earlier it was a man, but then it switched to a woman.
Yeah.
And also...
Oh, maybe it was a couple.
Maybe.
Maybe it was a couple that fought.
Maybe it's also confusing it too.
We could ask, because we just asked if there's two people in the other room. We didn't ask if it was a couple or not.
Yeah. Is your anger directed towards your previous life as a couple? Yeah.
Are you angry at me because of that? Like, did I... No?
Yeah.
No, it says no. It looks like it changed to no.
Yeah. Then why are you mad at her?
Wait, it looks like it's pointing more at me.
Yeah, it just switched right to you.
Are you right behind me? I do feel more warmth on my chest, on my back a little bit.
And all my hairs on my body just stood right up as the energy flew through me. Did something come through me towards her? No. What was that burst of energy? Was it from you? Was my body picking up on you? Yes. Are you on her pillow?
Well, I have 4.
No.
Are you... No?
No.
Are you in between my pillows? Like, in just that little area?
Yes.
And just so you know, guys, it's like that area that I'm talking about, which is like this close to me. Are both of you there?
Are both of you there? No. Is it just the female that's here? Are you looking for comfort from her? No.
Is the man in this room as well?
Yes.
Is he also close to me?
No.
So it's only the woman.
And she's not near you for comfort.
Pull it back up. I have one more question. I have a question. Are you jealous of me somehow? No. Wait, yes? No. No. Okay.
Are you looking for protection from the man?
Yes. Is that why you came to me? For protection? No.
No. Wow.
Wait.
My arm can only do so
Then
much.
do the other one. I want to know if I'm like a meat shield. Like, I kind of feel... Sorry, I thought I heard like... I'm not sure if it was the heater or something, but it almost felt like... Or it almost sounded like scratching. And now my ear kind of hurts. Like inside. No, it's...
I know.
What are you...
So I can see.
Oh, so I'm tilting over. Okay.
Yes.
Just, you might be at an awkward angle, guys. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna face you towards the door for right now.
You know.
Go like this. Right inside, and you're like...
Sorry, guys.
Sorry. It's like right towards the eardrum that it started hurting.
I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah. I
It
don't
might
know.
take a bit for if anything's there
Yeah.
to show up.
Yeah, it just... I felt like... I don't want to say a needle, but like, you know how it feels kind of when you get an ear pierced?
Yeah.
It's just like a sting.
Somebody just poke.
I don't know. Should we bring up the GhostTube?
Maybe.
Wait, they said there were 5 people here as well.
But so far only the 2 are interacting.
So far.
Is only 2 people interacting with us? No.
Are there more men?
Is there more females? Of course you bring the female demons over.
Wait, they just directed they weren't demons.
Well,
Did one of the females just like touch my ear in some way? Okay.
I am going to put this out here again. You're not allowed to touch us at all.
This is actually reminding me of like one of the YouTubers y'all watch. I shouldn't say y'all because it's only like you, but like one of the YouTubers
Yeah,
you
me
watch.
and my 18 personalities.
Exactly. I forget his name. Like Omar, I think it was.
Who might be Omar? Why? What are you
It was one of the videos while 2 to 3 people were in like a ghost house, where like a bed, like a warmer bedpan, like fell down.
Oh, that
with-
was
Like
that was something paranormal.
I know, but I can't remember the name
No,
of
that
it.
was I'll bring up the name eventually.
We'll just like edit it in or something.
I will edit it in and I'll put it into the description who she's speaking
Yeah,
of.
because like this
Okay,
is kind
I
of
got it.
reminding me of a couple of scenes that they showed us in that one video where they actually got physically touched and scratched and whatnot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can see that I'm shaking.
False.
Mm.
What's false?
I'll come closer.
Shoot, my phone on my hand.
No, not your pen.
It's in a case.
I'm sorry for all the moving, guys. It's just I'm trying to get comfy with food bags. Just so you can see this.
Yeah.
You should probably charge this soon, though.
Let's see.
Here, I'll turn it this way, just so y'all can see it. And yes, I am upside down. It's fine. I just want you guys to see, like, the wording. Oh, okay. Well, fine then. Do it the nice way.
Is there anyone here who likes to use this device? Please come close. It will detect that you're here, and you can speak through it. There's a library of words. Please use it.
So now you're shy.
Now you're shy. They did mention they didn't want this done.
True. Maybe we can, like, pick up their skeletons or something.
Please come towards stone.
We won't hurt you.
I put it down. They might be threatened because I'm holding it.
Would you guys be more willing if I was holding the phone? Should I use the stone for that one?
I don't know.
Like, I'm willing to try and use the stone for that answer.
I'm going to restart the app.
Okay.
It's listening.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Here, I'm just gonna turn that down. No one needs to know what all the 50 tabs you have are open.
Hush. Okay.
Well, it's an exaggeration.
Yeah. So there's 860 words. Please choose them.
It's like very blurry on this. No, I'll change that. But I can't.
Yeah. You said there were 5. Is that correct? Do you not like this? Makes it easier for you to communicate.
Hello.
Hi.
That's something. Hello. We thank you for being here.
Diane.
Is that your name? Is your name Diane?
Father.
Oh. Maybe it was like like not quite a couple. Maybe like a husband and father and then like the kids.
Maybe.
Cemetery.
Oh. Okay.
Was it a family that passed away on the highway and then was buried here in the cemeteries?
Is it just a family who...
Under.
Right.
Can you clarify what...
Bed.
Can I sleep in your bed?
True.
They want you.
Do you guys want me? Like,
This is where I get pulled
are you trying to like
moving
have
my
me
feet.
like Dude, I felt that the other day, like even just reaching over for my headphones just to listen to something or like putting my glasses down, I felt like something was gonna grab me the other night. You're already asleep, so I couldn't do anything, but I was on the phone with my partner and I felt like something was gonna grab me. Like, I don't know if it was them or not, but
So,
Justin.
is Justin the father's name?
or is that the one who's hiding underneath the bed? Are you Diana that's hiding underneath the bed from your father?
Run away.
Was your father abusive?
Is that why you're getting close to Allison?
Am I like your meat shield?
Nice. We don't.
Well,
get-
I mean, I wouldn't take offense, honestly. I'm just curious.
Yeah. No. Are you looking for protection? You said no with the stone, but I want the truth. Are you looking for protection? You said you're an angry spirit. But maybe that's not quite it.
Wait, is the father angry? Is the father the one that's angry?
Maybe this father's the one's angry. Diane, are you hiding under the bed for safety?
There is.
So you are?
How do I use it?
Just like you are right now. Doing pretty good as is.
Justin, are you the father? Or are you someone else?
Amazing. Sit down. Sit down.
I am sitting. We're both sitting. That's kind of...
I never had that before.
Did the father say that?
I feel like something's standing right here.
Greetings.
Hello?
As I said before, you're welcome here if you mean no harm. Please let us know your story.
Just so y'all know, if the camera dies, I'm just gonna use my phone. Or like, we're gonna switch, so... the glorious Stephanie over here is using her phone while I use mine for the GhostTube.
Yeah.
Just a heads up. Was the father telling us to sit down?
Because
Or-
we're already sitting. Or are you telling everyone else to sit down? Are you telling everyone else, the other a few spirits here, entities here, to sit down?
Talk to me.
We are talking to you. We are asking you questions. Please answer my questions.
Are you talking about a different person that's here?
Are you okay?
We're okay.
Listen.
We are.
Who are you talking to?
Doll.
Who are you
Why
talking?
am I here?
We don't know.
I want to know who asked. I don't know how to word it. Who were you asking if they were okay? Who were you asking was okay? Or if they were okay? Was it Diane, Justin, any other spirit, or me or Stephanie?
And who are you urgently asking to sit down?
Well, I should probably do it one at a time for the questions, because there's
Yeah.
like a couple of names that they could have said
Yeah.
for both. Just thinking. We could even like use the stone for like a partial answers, like the yes or no answers. Like I can hold it. I don't mind.
Considering they're really drawn to you, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Why is that?
Because the stone can act like a medium,
Mm-hmm.
and considering if they're drawn to you, it could be a direct link into you if you're not strong enough to repel.
Okay.
I have the energies to repel.
I just thought I'd ask mainly because, like, your arm was getting tired. So, but I didn't want your arm to keep being tired.
Yeah. Bless you.
Thank you.
Who says it too?
And again. Were you telling me to sit down? Or others? Were you telling Steph to sit down?
Like.
Surgeon.
Were you a doctor?
Is that why you poked me?
You did mention earlier you didn't like needles.
I don't think I mentioned that today, though.
Yeah, you just did when we were talking about tattoos.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So when I feel a warm presence against me later tonight, it's you.
It's either me, and if... Oh, front. Are you in front of one of us?
I'm just gonna move. I'm going to activate the recorder.
I'm sorry, but, like, right after that, I felt kind of not quite okay. Like, it wasn't my...
Okay, so it's going to get false energy.
That's just a bag.
I'm going to get false energies from there because that's on.
Truth be told, like, after it said front, I felt like a feeling on my throat and, like, right here. Like, I don't know if it's me, but, like, that's what I felt. Like, for people who I don't want to turn the camera just in case it's kind of weird, but let's do it. I felt something here and, like, right here, and I don't know what.
The energy behind you shot up a little.
Oh, great. Okay, I'm gonna turn around.
Diane, are you on the bed? Or are you under the bed? Or Justin, are you on the bed?
Is anyone on the bed? Well, besides me.
He's detecting something.
May I also... How?
My phone can detect EMFs. So the electrical current that you throw off, it can detect you. Femula? Is that the other person here? The other female?
That grandfather. So, there's father, grandfather, Diane, Justin, Pamela.
Is this a family? But why would they all be angry?
Why are they angry at me is specifically the question.
What did you do to this family?
I don't know! I think I've met a Diane before, and a Justin, but...
Start.
Okay.
Start what?
I haven't met a Pamela.
I have. I know a friend that's named Diana. Well, coworker named Diana. A coworker named Pam. Or Pamela.
What about Justin?
I've met a Justin before. Are you using her as a cover, but you're actually trying to attach to me? And you're trying to draw out people's names from my own past?
Truth be told, I don't think they'd like
Sinner.
I mean, I know I am. I don't know about you, but like,
Every person in life has sinned. Doesn't matter who it is. Everyone has done something
sinful.
sinful.
And I use quotation marks because, like, it really depends on what you believe.
Yes.
So.
I believe in a lot of different entities, gods,
whatever else.
and religions.
I'm sorry, when I said whatever else, I thought I heard like an echo sort of thing.
Yeah, I know. I think I heard that too.
Yeah, because, like, I heard it from this side, kind of.
Or are you saying these people are sinners?
Am I a ghost? Follow me.
Where are you going?
Are you a friend?
We could be.
All depends on what you are.
Are you a friend?
If you're a sinner, someone of
Not.
bad intention. Not. Are you a sinner? Then not. Not the not in like it's like
Guilt.
Guilt.
Do you feel guilty about something?
Dude, we asked if someone fell out the window, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they feel guilty over that.
Are you someone that feels guilty about someone's death that you couldn't prevent?
We did ask that before we started rolling the camera.
Yeah.
Like, right before we ate too, but...
That's cupcake.
I'm sorry. I thought I got it all in my mouth.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
Yeah. So
Lady.
right now I'm getting energies from Lady.
Ceiling.
That's not creepy.
Uh-huh.
Do you wanna point that up? See if there's any readings. Just all around the ceiling.
No, I lose it.
No?
No, I seem to.
Not even like in this corner?
I am not standing.
Canada.
Did you say Canada?
Desk.
Are you at the desk?
Command. What do I do?
All I want to do, and all I want you to do, is answer our questions, and maybe find a way to find peace. Because if it was the
Cheating.
cheating.
Was someone cheating on another person?
It is gonna break.
Sorry for everyone who like lives here that's seen this.
Yeah. Is it the person that cheated that feels guilty and can't move on?
Oh, low battery. It just stopped. I'm gonna, you want to switch?
Yeah, switch over your phone.
It's coming.
Who's coming? As I already said, you're not allowed to harm anyone.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to switch over to the
Whiskey.
phone. This stopped.
If you bring booze, we
Wait.
buy you a cigarette. But
Wait, it said booze? Sweet.
it
Oh,
also-
whiskey,
It also
sweet.
said it's coming. And then whiskey.
Sweet home Alabama. I'm sorry.
That is atrocious.
I know. I said whiskey. That's the only thing I could think of.
Was the cheating due to alcoholism?
If our door bursts open.
I know. That's what I was looking at, like, just now.
Because I felt something toward her, like, behind me towards the door.
Oh, so I just looked over as that happened. That is, who?
In front of you.
In front of me, Allison, or in front of Stephanie?
It says towards the desk. Are you in front of me? Are you trying to distract me from what's potentially behind me?
16.
Are you 16?
Or was the person you cheated on 16?
That doesn't sound right. Doesn't sound right.
Pagan.
Megan?
Pagan.
Oh, okay. I heard Megan, I'm sorry. I only heard Agan, okay?
Yeah, I heard pagan.
So it's towards the door.
Towards the door.
I'm gonna keep sitting, but I'm just gonna record
It was
this.
behind me. No, it's a microwave. Rule that out.
Microwave, spooky.
Spooky, right?
What about the TV? Is the TV doing anything, or is it just a microwave? Fridge?
The microwave shouldn't be throwing this off.
How? Like, let me get up real quick. Let me get up.
Yeah.
Shit. I'm sorry.
That's right.
That's expensive.
Hang on. The fridge.
Yeah, no, that's what I was kind of
What
thinking.
happened?
Oh, we're just checking things out. Everything's good. It said what happened with the explanation mark. I'm going to walk towards the door.
Gonna walk a couple of paces behind you.
Yeah.
Did it like go up by the door, or was that just me hearing things?
Maybe.
Do you want to face it towards the door again?
I'm also now turning over to the other app, which can detect figures. I like to sleep tonight.
Oh, too bad. I kind of feel like it'd be best to know where the heck it is.
Not really, because I can move.
I know, boy.
You know, I'm going to ask: are you a residual spirit?
The heck
Are
does
you
that mean?
are you stuck in a circle that you can't escape?
You stuck in a cycle? Oh, that's me, by the way. It's like really close to my arm.
Or obviously you're sounding more towards intelligent.
Also, when I got up, like, I didn't want to tell you right away because, like, we were walking and whatever. But, like, kind of right here in, like, the middle, right now, my head is hurting a bit, like, near the top. And before it was hurting near the top. I'm confused.
No,
When?
she's confused now. What I'm doing is infusing any of my energies with yours. So if they are trying anything,
Seems kind of gay.
am I touching any other part of your body that would indicate this? I'm just touching your forearm. It was behind me. It was the heater.
Okay, it just didn't sound like it. It sounded like it was behind
42.
me.
42.
Are they 42?
Play.
It's playtime. I'm sorry, but like as we were walking like this way, the top of my head, or kind of the front, like my front area head thing, started to kind of hurt like a headache.
Yeah.
And then as we were walking, I don't want to say tipsy, but I
Actually, because as I'm putting my head up there, I'm getting a slight pain right here. So something is definitely trying to attach to
like
your...
I had like a slight pain like right here too, and that's like my stomach, like just like right
Am I
here.
dead?
Probably.
Maybe.
Maybe. It knows with me. 16-year-olds. We vibe, even though I'm not 16.
You're 19.
I know, but we vibe.
It's because you're still in the team.
I know.
They might not Are you someone that could be between worlds? That's not quite dead.
Purgatory?
Someone that might be ill. But then again, you're also maybe talking about people that pass away suddenly.
Yeah.
That may not know. Are you someone that's angry? That suddenly didn't wake up? And now you're confused and scared?
Got like another pain, like right behind my ear. Like right here.
You move your finger.
Well, it's right on my finger. I don't know if you can see it on the phone, but it's like right here that I got the pain.
No, I don't see anything.
Yeah, I got like just now too.
If something was there, it might form eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming back towards desk. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
I do want to know if they're touching me and like making me feel all of these sensations.
Are you touching Allison? You're not allowed to touch her.
I don't like being touched without consent. This is consent only touching.
Yes, it is. And we do not consent
I'm sorry.
to any form of attachment.
I kind of wanted to play around a little bit with that. But yeah, no, I don't need
Alice.
anything with me.
Alice?
Alice.
Alice. So that's 3 females' names. 1 male.
Okay, I thought that was something else. That was her leg.
So we have
3 females.
Diana, Pamela,
And Alice.
and
Justin.
Justin.
Because I was going to make a joke being like, they're just in time. But
A
that's
father.
bad.
A grandfather.
And that was it for, like, names of who people
and
are.
42. It could be a age.
Yeah.
Is 42 an age?
So I kind of feel like your phone is better at picking stuff up than mine is. Yours is newer. It has a better camera.
Mm-hmm.
Which is also why I suggested using yours and mine for GhostTube. Don't use her phone to record?
It's already recording.
Like, where you guys are?
Mm-hmm.
How does it work?
You're just talking to it? Besides, like, that one, I think it was Catholic school and or church, that we visited.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the few times we actually got a lot of activity.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
That's good.
I understand you trying. We thank you for your trying. You're doing an excellent job. Please keep trying to use that
Keep
device.
going.
Yes, keep going. How about you come towards my device and set the
Right.
I was about to say EVP,
We don't necessarily
but EMF.
have...
Can you
sorry,
come set off my EMF? Make my device make that noise that you may have heard earlier.
Bored.
I'm just trying to see if I'm shrinking.
Why are you bored?
No.
Are we boring you?
We're the life of the party. What are you saying?
We're not. We're
Ceiling.
We're not.
You really like the ceiling.
I was just about to say we're not dancing on the ceiling. I was just about to say ceiling.
Why we're not dancing on the ceiling? Like, I don't understand that reference.
The reason why I said that because it mentioned ceiling before, and I was about to say we're not quite dancing on the ceiling. You know, according to its board. So it's picking up what I'm about to say.
Poor.
You're not wrong on that. Poor.
Yeah, I know I am. Shut up.
I just felt something touch my shoulder.
Yeah, it's like not just me. Like I'm getting the brunt of it. I feel because earlier before you spoke something, I was gonna say like I felt something on my calf.
And I was actually after I touched you too.
But like I felt something like in the middle of my calf, like right here.
Right now after I touched you?
Like right now I still have that feeling in my chest. From going like walking behind me, just over here. After doing that, I honestly feel, I wouldn't say woozy and or tipsy, but like something like that.
Like a drunk feeling?
Not quite, but definitely like unbalanced a little bit.
Like you have water in your ear and...
No, just unbalanced.
Okay. I'm trying to...
Like, I wouldn't say stumbling, but just like sort of thing.
A little wobbly.
Yeah. And then like just
like
then...
you just found, like you did a circle fast and...
Something like that, yeah. But like, it's like the little end where it's ending.
Too fast.
I'm not that old yet. My body maybe, but like I'm not. But like just then when I took like a pause in what I was saying, I felt like woozy, like it didn't feel right.
Island.
What about island? Where did I put my stone?
I don't know.
It was on the bed, wasn't it?
Yeah, I might have moved it.
Stay.
I don't trust the stone by the edge of the bed.
And it's funny when you bend down to grab
It dropped on my foot.
No, when you bent down to pick it up, it said stay.
You want me to stay under the bed?
It's not quite a closet, but I guess I'll do.
The thing is, though, I used to hide under the bed when I was little. So,
Are you attaching to memories?
Like, I haven't thought of that in a while, but now that I think about it, it's saying stay there. Like, stay. When I'm bending down.
What happened to me?
What happened to me?
I don't know.
All we know is there was a potential accident. Other from that, we don't know what happened. We would like for you to tell us what you may think. But sadly, we don't have the answers to what happened to your accident.
Disagree.
You think we know something? I can assure you I don't.
We got here on Sunday.
It's a holy day. Not always, but for some.
We were asking questions.
Hunger.
Hunger.
Killed.
I mean, was there topics that we were talking about earlier? Like, there were some heavy topics.
Are you from here? Iron.
No, we're not from here, and we don't quite understand the iron 2 times.
Talking about Minecraft. Or like iron deficiency. You're asking for iron.
Maybe.
Maybe even
Float.
flow?
Float. Are you
Yeah, I'll float down here.
Are you talking about water? Are you talking about an accident that involved water?
Sister.
Did something happen in the pool?
Granddaughter.
Right now I'm kind of feeling like I don't want to say pulled backwards, but
I'm feeling pulses through my body.
like for me I keep tipping backwards without trying to. Like I'm like standing. But like if I'm standing comfortably, I can feel myself leaning back.
Did something happen in the pool? Did someone drown in the pool? Did someone fall and drown in the pool?
Are you the one moving? Like, is my jacket moving the curtains? Okay. I'm sorry, it was just...
Yeah.
But, like...
I can't.
You can't answer my question?
Like... I don't feel really pulled, but I feel like I'm going backwards. And... Like, I'm trying to stand sturdy. Like, I don't have both feet. I was like this, just kind of lazing around up above. But, like, I feel like I'm tipping backwards a bit.
Did something happen?
Priest.
Priest?
Priest.
Oh, oh!
Stop picking the garbage.
7.
7?
I'm sorry.
7's a good number.
I'm gonna sit down. That sounded louder than you did. I'm just sitting...
Priest and 7. I'm becoming more aggressive with the pool, and it's starting to give me...
numbers and...
a priest. I want to know, did something happen that involved a pool in this hotel? Sorry, the light flickered.
I don't know. I was looking kind of at the ceiling, kind of at the wall, like just over here and up here. But I sat down because like I kind of felt like I was
home.
Was this your home?
Were you here? How long have you been here?
There's a handprint. There's a handprint on the window that wasn't there before.
It looks like mine.
Oh no, I'm trying to show it, but there we go. Right there.
That might be mine.
I don't know, because I just noticed that.
Remorse.
Remorse?
Respect.
Like...
Yes, we respect everything.
Is your hand that big? Cause... Is your hand that big?
Yeah, it's mine.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just noticed that. And
But
it's
I
just,
noticed this.
Yeah, there's a couple down under your hand too, just like 2 of them. If you can kind of see, it's kind of like a happy face. A couple up there. Yeah, I just noticed that like just now, so I'm like, is that yours? Sorry, I gotta get away from the bed a bit.
Yeah, there's a bit of smudging up there.
I'm sorry, I have to get away from the bed, like underneath. It feels like my feet are gonna be grabbed.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
We want to respect as much as you respect us. And we demand respect. I'm asking a question. If something happened to you involving a pool, I would like to know if something happened with you with pool. We would like to know if something happened to you involving a body of water.
Amber.
Amber.
Was there a fire?
There's also people named Amber. Is Amber another girl's name?
Listen.
Like,
Listen. Are you about to make a noise?
Closed.
Closed.
I don't want to say I feel like I'm being pulled, but like, even sitting, I feel like I'm going backwards. Like when I breathe out, I feel like I'm going backwards just a little bit more. I do not know why.
You're not allowed to touch any of us.
Like,
You're not allowed to touch Allison. You're not allowed to connect to her. You're not allowed to connect to me and nor touch me. I can feel your energies. I can feel you here. As you
Heart
said.
attack.
Heart attack?
Be careful. No.
Heart attack.
Be careful.
No.
No as in N-O?
Is someone warning somebody of something?
Sorry, I'm sitting with my feet over here because I feel like I need to lean on something right now.
Yeah.
I don't like feeling like I'm
Are
gonna...
you threatening
Eric.
us? Eric. That's another male name. Are you
Him.
him? Is Eric threatening us? I'm not pretty sure you're being threatened.
I don't fully know why, but I just kind of had the feeling of saying, Mom, I'm scared. I know you're not my mom. I am kind of worried and scared about this. That's also because I felt kind of something over here, but
Yeah.
why would I think Mom
And
I'm scared?
right? And my left eye feels like it's trying to tear up.
Yeah, no, same. Like, I almost feel like I'm gonna... I don't want to say cry, but I feel something like
Rogue.
Rope.
Were people killed here?
Was people killed on this land before this hotel was up?
It kind of explains the pull towards the door. We're like feeling like I'm going towards the door for some reason.
Did something happen before this hotel was up that involved a body of water and rope?
Did people drown?
Was there a flood up here a few years ago?
I don't know. We didn't research that.
It is up.
Do you want me to hold the phone or?
No.
I'm just gonna keep this facing towards you for right now.
Yeah. Was there a flood here one time? Because I'm really stuck on the water thing.
Peter made noises.
I can't.
Yes, you can. All you have to do is tell us.
Undecided.
That's perfectly fine. Tell me when you're ready.
My ear hurt again in like the same spot, like just now.
Yeah.
Like not behind the ear, but like in the ear. Sorry about that. I wanted to see the time. Looks like we're getting down to the bottom of this. It's like almost 2.
Yeah.
We're not fully gonna sleep. I don't think. I can't necessarily say this, but I had a feeling in a weird spot. Like in a very weird spot. And nothing,
Where am I?
You are here.
like a piercing. Piercings. Because it's still going. And it's kind of near the bottom, you know? Like,
Yeah.
just the bottom of that. Not, like, where I'm sitting.
I'm just pulling up the flood zone map for this area.
Because, like, I felt that, like, just now, and that doesn't normally have any feeling, you know?
Yeah.
Were people kidnapped? Yeah. Honestly, you can see the handprint very...
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline? Jacqueline?
Jacqueline.
So a woman's name.
Yeah.
Were women abducted?
God.
What does this have to do with God?
Are you still trying to attach to me? Because right now the back of my head hurts. Like, you know how someone like hits you in the back of the head for being dumb or something, or making...
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say hit, but like that area is now kind of like a headache, but not quite. Also in my phone, you can kind of see the handprint.
Well, I did put my hand on it, so it'll be stronger.
Mm.
But my hand is freshly clean, so...
But like, why is that painful? It's
What?
like right here. It's like the feeling I've been getting like on my legs is like a pinch, not like a pinch, but like a sharp poke on like the inner thigh, like right here where my finger is.
Are you touching her thighs?
And like on my calf, and like right before it was like on my foot.
Is something touching her?
Yeah, it's like
right
here on my foot.
Surgeon.
Surgeon again.
Is a surgeon touching me?
Man.
Is a man touching her?
Serpent.
Serpent?
Mm-hmm. Which is usually not a good sign.
Surgeon man serpent.
Yes.
You.
New?
You.
Oh, great. I'd make a bad joke, but we'd have to kind of censor it.
No.
No. I'm sorry, it's what, there's the thing we constantly joke about me being, but like, obviously YouTube. So, we'll let you guess what that joke is. Yeah, I've just been feeling it on the one leg, and that's it.
38.
38 and what?
Is the surgeon 38? I feel the want to cry. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Though it did remind me of one dream I had that really wasn't okay.
Okay, you definitely.
Spell.
We're not spelling.
I need to go.
You do?
How
many people need to go?
They said that after there was a sharp pinch on my side.
Are you getting bored of us? Are we boring you?
Sharp pinch on my elbow. Sharp pinch just under my elbow, like right here.
Yeah.
Like, it's only the one side.
Yeah. Is there anyone here still? Well, welcome those who left may leave. Those who are still here, we wish to speak. My app is still running. As I said, I only will allow good and wholesome spirits to communicate. Please tell me your story. Please do not be ashamed.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you through my device here.
I don't know if it makes sense, but right before you, like, it was while you were mentioning things to leave, but, I just had the, I wouldn't say felt the need, but, like, I wanted to curl into a ball with my head down on the floor. Just then, and I never really want to do that during
Amazing.
any ghost experience.
Amazing. Amazing what?
Like, I'm not scared or anything. It's just,
You're feeling their emotions. So, which can tell me that you are potentially a medium.
head's hurting again.
Sure.
Just on the top.
Are you saying sure to your head hurting? Or to what I said, a medium?
My question is why, like, sorry, it's completely off topic. But I wonder why I'm feeling like all this pinching and like poking and prodding on the one side.
Why are you touching her?
Inside.
Inside? You feel anything on the inside?
I don't really know. I had the feeling of crying again. I feel something on my thigh, like right here, just so you guys can see, but it was slightly warmer than before.
Follow me.
Sally, we don't follow right now. But
I'm
can you tell me where you want us to go? So there is a floodway here. It looks like it's the river. But that's all it's showing me.
I'm kind of feeling a pull towards the door again. I don't know if you feel that, but
It says follow me.
I
Do you want us to go through the door? Did you want us to go in the hallway?
it's like I feel I
Cigar.
Scar.
Cigar.
Um,
Sally, we don't smoke.
Sorry, it's keep bouncing back, but for what I feel, I don't want to say I feel the need to go back, but I feel like, again, I'm slowly leaning back towards the door.
Okay. So I don't know exactly where we are on the map.
Smile.
Who?
Who do you want to smile? Me or her?
You know what's strange? For a brief moment, I felt like two things, like right, either for my middle toe or like the
the second toe. I felt something like at the base of both of them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say going through, but like something there.
Do you want us to smile?
You know when you know when you look at something or you think you see a face in something and you realize there's no face in it and it's just how it looks?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of what I had with the blankets, just in that little ruffled mess, but like an actual face.
Mm.
Just out of the corner of my eye, though.
Was it? Oh, so it wouldn't be on the camera.
No. Because I was facing you, but I just saw it, like, right there. I don't want to say it was a white man because white cheats, but, like, it was a white man.
So, we have Bear
Like-
River beside us.
Like, it was,
Finish.
It was an older white man.
Do you want us to finish? Are you all done with the session right now?
Like, I truthfully thought I saw a face, like, in the corner of my eye, and when I looked, it was that.
You could have.
And I couldn't turn it because, you know.
Are you done with the session? I can't see if it was so.
Qualified. Go away.
Qualified?
And go away. Do you want us to finish?
That's an itch. I'm just gonna lean.
And who's qualified?
I have a question. Like, it kind of makes sense to use the stone for this one to get more of a direct answer, but because of how wobbly, I guess I could say, I was feeling earlier, do you think someone was drugged? Or, like, drank too much?
Sit down.
We are.
None.
None.
No one was drugged or tipsy because of alcohol?
Devil.
Well, that took
Invisible.
a while to come up with that one. So are you saying the devil's claw is qualified? Because, as I've said, we are protected by a higher power. You're not allowed to hurt us. You're not allowed to attach to us. You're not allowed to follow us. We are only here to speak to those who have good intentions. As I said, we are protected by a higher power.
War.
War. I'm not here to pick a battle. I'm only here to speak. I think we should wrap it up now. It's getting late. We need some sleep too.
Again, I feel like crying, and
I know.
it's weird.
So we are going to be ending this session. We thank anyone with good intentions and goodwill. Thank you for speaking with us. We ask those who do not have good intentions or goodwill to not come back. You're not welcome on this plane. We ask you to leave and move on. Thank you.